So today is gonna be more of a first wear other than just like first impressions as my usual videos are. Now I've been wearing a fresh fragrance for 2 days. And when I mean fresh, I mean blue, aquatic, bright, super citrusy, summertime vibes only, and it's been like 40 degrees. Let me tell you that cheap fragrances nowadays are taking over the world. When I first experienced Missoni Pour Homme, which was a $25 fragrance, you get so much value for this fragrance, it's insane. It's pretty much a Blue de Chanel interpretation. I don't know what concentration. At some points, I found this joint performing better than the EDT concentration for 25 bucks.
Shit don't make no sense.
So essentially you're getting this in this for 70% cheaper. But it just so happens that more people were like, yeah, that one's dope, but you gotta try the Wave one.
The wavy man.
So I did. Let me share my thoughts. Let's roll my fucking music so I can put you on to Missoni Wave and see if this joint is the new, well, Wave.
We're all alone in the villa. Yeah, there's some friends on the south side. In case you cared, out of all your friends, I wanna be Cuba.
Blessed morning, my beautiful peoples. You know who it is. It's your boy, C to the U to the B to the A. Missoni Wave has been on lists of freshies for the past 6 to 8 months. I haven't been watching videos that often, so it could be more.
This nigga's spitting right now.
So I blind bought this fragrance just because of the hype, and I wanted to see if this joint is in fact a fire blue freshie that's a crazy budget option for us to pull off in the hot weather. But obviously I can't pull it off in the hot weather because I don't got any vacays coming up anytime soon. My boss won't let me have the time off. It's more like my wallet. So I decided, what better time to try it on than now? I'm on some wear whatever fragrance, whenever, however you want. Not worrying about the weather, the season, who cares? Just wear whatever you want, whatever you feel is gonna get you compliments, whatever you feel is going to boost your confidence factor. Just wear the shit, who cares? And for like 30 stones or 20 something dollars or whatever this shit cost on FragranceNet, I figured why not?
Just because you have money doesn't mean you need to spend it.
I had a great experience with Pour Homme. How about with Wave? Well, it's actually pretty nice. And as the internet suggested, it does smell a little bit like Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. Say that 5 times fast.
I'm confused.
And honestly, I like the Wave more than the Eau Extreme.
What?
Now the Sport Eau Extreme got mad hype. For me, it's good, not amazing. It doesn't blow my doors off. So these aren't exact replicas or clones, personally, I don't think, but it is very close in the space and this one performing a little bit better. But let me do a fresh opening side-by-side comparison between the Wave and the Eau Extreme. Eau Extreme, Wave. The Wave is a little bit brighter, freshy, aquatic, still has that dry vetiver. The Eau Extreme comes off a little bit darker than the Wave, but also still with that dry vetiver. They have a very strong similarity in that vetiver space. The Wave comes off a little bit more aquatic, a little bit brighter, fresher. And the Eau Extreme tries to like big dick energy.
It has a long, smooth shaft.
You're trying to be a little bit darker, a little bit more masculine for a sport fragrance. But I found the rosemary and clary sage in the Wave to be really enjoyable. That greenness next to that aquatic and citrusy vibe played off beautifully. The vetiver really helped keep a base, a strong foundation on my skin to help significantly with that performance. You know, I can't say what the Wave is going to do long term because in the winter, generally fresher fragrances tend to hold themselves up a little bit better. It's usually the high heat that tends to break them down and then you get that subpar performance. So it's obviously gonna be something that's gonna get reached for when it starts getting a little bit warmer or if we have a drastic shift in temperature, like one day it's going to be 85 degrees, which trust me, nowadays it's regular. And I'm gonna be doing a little bit of traveling, had to head down south. So if it's going to be of warmer weather, this might be one I just take with me since I know it's gonna be an easy, non-offensive scent profile. Essentially, the foundation of the fragrance is kind of like all other blue fragrances. It's aquatic, it's citrus with a nice sweet mandarin. That rosemary and clary sage adds a little bit of that earthy greenness, that bright herbal sensation followed by that dryness of the vetiver at the base. It's a really enjoyable, easy, fresh gym type fragrance to wear. Like think about it, if you have both of these fragrances in your starting lineup, especially as a young dude under the age of 35, you got a fire starting lineup. You got a mass appeal beast with a DNA that's known to work, and then you got your freshy, casual, dressed down with more body than your traditional aquatic fragrance that could potentially get your ass tickled. I don't know if you into that sort of shit, I'm just assuming. 2023 dudes be wildin'. Now in the cold weather, I got over 7 hours of performance on this joint, which is incredible, but again, the winter doesn't really give me a true interpretation of how these freshies be flown. Is it incredibly groundbreaking, the best shit I've ever smelled in my entire life? Oh my god, I'm gonna get so much pussy. No, but is it good? Yes. Is it cheap? Yeah. Does it perform well? At least in the cold weather it does. Is it redundant? Kinda. Offensive? No. Worth it? I would. It's not that expensive that it's gonna break your bank. It's like 2 cups of coffee, for God's sakes. Especially nowadays, like 2 gallons of milk, a bag of rice, and the shittiest chuck steak you can find. You're already in the hole and debt. So I understand the hype behind Missoni Wave. Cheap, decent performance so far, and it's a freshie with body. I enjoyed wearing it. If I was a dude who went to the gym and got all buff and sexy, then this might be a signature gym fragrance for me. For a little bit. But I like it. I'll give it a bowl spray. Shit don't gotta be overcomplicated for me to enjoy it. It just has to hit that right nerve, and this one did. I love y'all mother suckers from the heart. Have you tried Missoni Wave or Missoni Pour Homme? And what do you think of these joints? Leave it in the comments below. I'll see y'all snitches next time. You know who it is. Biggest in the game. Smooches.
What's fresh? Who's best? Wanna know who's gonna pass the test?
For the fly gun holder, money folder, molar roller, start tack when it's time to call back. For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that